Look out, it's the Backlog Boys.
Virus detected.
Download complete.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Backlog Boys. What number is that? It's 4.98 point. No, fuck. Hold on. Wait, yes. No? Hold on.
We
Yes.
said four,
Is it 9.8?
we said 4.99.8, but I guess it could
Yes,
technically
that.
be 4.98.
Okay, it's 4.99.8. We had some issues, okay? Tanner's house blew up.
Well,
Bugs ate us. A locust swarm.
I was trying to look. So this is going to be our third episode that is in the episode 4 series, which is kind of apt because we started our episode 4 series with Hi-Fi Rush, and then we did.
And when was that?
When Wenzel was in the Philippines. So what, May?
In May? Gee.
And then we did the pre-summer gaming event show, Xbox Goblin Mode 4.20. Everybody remembers that, a classic. And then we did the longest episode in AYCH history, Backlog Boys episode 4.98.1. That's 6 hours and 40 minutes of us just talking about every fucking thing that was announced during like a 2-week span in June.
Yeah, if you're a little confused and you didn't listen to one of the beginning episodes, I can't remember where we explained it, or if we explained it at all. We do point episodes for the middle of the month episode where we do news.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever actually said it.
And we haven't, and the main number changing, when we go to the next number, it's going to be 5. That's when we talk about an actual game.
Yeah, that's
we can't move on to 5 points yet. We have to get that 5.
Yeah, that's like so like our Last of Us episodes, the Pokemon episode, the Hi-Fi Rush episode, those are the whole numbers. All of like, I don't want to say supplemental, but everything else Backlog Boys does just falls in between the spans of those whole numbers. But Colt, I was going to ask. Also, Wenzel's not here. We kicked him off the show. He's canceled.
Yeah.
Hashtag Wenzel is over party.
Yeah, Wenzel is over. He was caught on, let's just say, on a famous island.
Jesus.
Just kidding.
Yeah, Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
You could have went so many different ways with that. You went that way. Do we want to say like what our plans are for like this month and next month? Just like how we're going to kind of like rebalance the Backlog Boys universe?
We can, but I don't want to like full on reveal what we're doing for October game wise.
Okay, we won't. Okay, here's what we'll say. Can we say the September game? Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, we're gonna have to say it this episode.
Yeah, you're right. So in September, specifically September 27th, Backlog Boys episode 5 will be going up. And we are going to be playing Uncharted 1. So
Drake's Deception.
Go brush up on your
Decepticons.
Uncharted 1 stuff. And I will say, and we'll say it in the Uncharted episode, we don't want to show our hands yet, just in case something happens. But I will say in October, there's not going to be like a quote unquote middle of the month episode because we're doing 2 games back to back. So in episode 6 and episode 7 are going to both happen in October. 2 back-to-back games. I was trying to look at dates. I don't actually think so. The first one, so episode 6 will be dropping on October 11th, and episode 7 will be dropping on October 25th. I'm not going to tell you what the games are, but let's just say you may crap your pants.
Yeah, it's October.
Yeah.
We can say what we're doing. We're doing Spooky Month.
Yeah.
It's not just here, it's a main feed as well.
Yeah.
So we're just forcing them together.
Yeah, we're doing some spooky stuff over here. So, and like I said, we'll definitely confirm what the games are on the Uncharted episode. But I assume the games are pretty locked in because at the time of recording this, we are playing both those games this weekend. But weird shit can happen.
Yeah, the funny thing is, we're gonna play Uncharted after we play next month's games.
Yeah, that's actually the weird thing. We're actually in the order of the games we're playing episode 6 and episode 7, then episode 5. But
I don't fully understand why, but we're doing it.
I don't remember why we decided to play. I think it was because it feels like we're doing more playing and beating 2 games in a weekend than because the way we're doing Uncharted is we're playing Uncharted, beating it, and recording the episode all in a single weekend.
Yeah.
With the October shows, we're playing them, but we're not recording them until later.
Like a month later.
Yeah. So
well, not a month. It'll be some time though.
Yeah, just probably like 2 or 3 weeks later. But so that just some housekeeping. So if you're not caught up, Wenzel's not here this week.
He's not here. He's busy working.
Yeah, nerd. But he will be on, all the other episodes that you just love to hear his baby boy voice on.
I just realized I haven't recorded a podcast in a long time. I don't even remember the last time I recorded was. But we're here still.
God, when was the last time? Well, I just recorded something.
You recorded Muscle Orchestra like last week.
Oh yeah, I've recorded actually 2 Muscle Orchestras since the last time we. When was the last time I recorded with y'all? It had been.
It's been a long time.
Beginning of August?
To the people listening, it's been no time.
It's been no time. Well, I did also recently record with just Wenzel, our sidewalk episode, which by the way, y'all should go check out. Episode that came out last week. But I had strep, so that recording kind of sucked for me. Yeah, it's been a while since me and you have recorded something together, though, I guess.
Yeah, we don't really have any, or many, or I don't know if any, really, just you and me.
Yeah, this is probably the first thing ever.
Don't say that. Because we did Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh fuck! Okay, this is probably the second thing ever just Colt and I recorded. I would play somebody on that. Fuck, I totally. And Hi-Fi Rush was like this year.
Yeah, but that was 4 months ago.
That is true.
And that was our last episode.
And that was the last whole numbered episode. Jesus Christ. Yeah, also, Backlog BoyZ turns a year old next month in October.
Yup, and we've only released fucking 4 episodes.
Well,
5
technically.
then.
Well, actually, by the time our 1-year anniversary hits, we will have, I think all the episodes for October will be out. 6 and 7 will be out too. But that's not what we're here. That's our housekeeping. We're here to talk about some of like the bigger news of the last 2 months.
Yeah, I will say there's going to be some old stuff. We cut out a lot of dated info.
Yeah.
But there is some dated stuff here that is probably like a month old at most.
Yeah.
It's because I have some stuff to say.
Yeah, we got to get some takes off. Like, I mean, we could have been called the Takeoff Boys. The Backlog Takeoff Boys.
That sounds so good. You should put that on a shirt.
The Backlog Takeoff Boys?
Yeah.
All right, I just messaged our merch department.
Oh, shit. That
all right, well,
sucked. All right, you ready to get some news? We're going to hit you with the new stuff first because it's new.
Yeah,
and,
like
old
we're
stuff
kind of going in
fun stuff.
Descending order here.
Yeah, yes.
All right.
Up first, don't have much information on it, but Final Fantasy 16, the game that just came out, is getting 2 paid DLC expansions, as well as coming to PC. Surprised that a Xbox version was not announced, considering when it comes to Final Fantasy exclusives on PlayStation, it's only for like a year, because that's how Final Fantasy 7R worked.
I wonder if, because usually if it's PlayStation exclusive, it's technically console exclusive.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Sony, because 16 came out in June, so they probably couldn't even announce an Xbox port till next summer.
Yeah,
But I would imagine we probably would get one, or they would just wait till the expansions are out and release like Final Fantasy 16 Game of the Year edition or Ultimate edition or Clive is my daddy edition.
I'm buying it. I'm hoping these 2 DLC expansions, they're not just like a small little story tidbit. I honestly loved 16 so much. It's a really good game. I want a 16 2.
Well, I don't think the DLCs are going to be that big.
Please? I mean, Final Fantasy 10 2 happened.
Wasn't
or
a
Final
DLC.
Fantasy
It was a whole separate game.
Final
2.
Fantasy 13 has 4 games.
Final Fantasy 13 feels like it has about 12 games.
Wait, no, it doesn't. It has 3 games.
Yeah, it has 3. It's 13,
Lightning
13
Returns,
2, and 13 3 or 13 Lightning Returns, whatever the fuck it's called.
Anyways, Final Fantasy 16 is getting 2 paid DLC expansions. I'm really happy about that because there is some really cool characters in that game, especially one with a voice like a smoker that smoked nothing but gold cigarettes. It's really good though.
And they said we were getting news about the DLC expansions by the end of the year, so
Yup.
probably means one of those will be coming out. I would wager to say maybe Q1 next year, which is already looking extremely stacked.
It's a little further down the list, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Tokyo Game Show is coming up on September 21st through the 24th, so maybe we'll get to see something there.
Maybe,
even
Square
though
Enix usually has a pretty big presence at Tokyo Game Show.
They have their own show announced. I just don't know what time it is.
Yeah. So yeah, well, very possible that we see that there. I feel like it's weird messaging to say by the end of the year and then like 2 weeks later you say it, but it could definitely be. If it's not at Tokyo Game Show, I figured it's probably going to be at the Keeleys in December.
Yes, 100%.
Up next, Colt, probably the biggest actual news item we can hit on. The possible potential extension of the SAG-AFTRA strike affecting the game industry with voice actors voting to authorize, I guess, the second SAG-AFTRA strike and going on strike. Which
I say hell yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, fuck yeah, like get yours. But holy shit, like every day I read something new about like I think Warner Brothers is projected to lose $500 million this quarter, and people are like, the SAG-AFTRA's demands only equal out to like $47 million a year, and you're about to lose $500 million in a quarter. Like David Zaslav, like fuck you. And it's like it makes total sense. And I saw somebody bring up a point today where they were like, part of me thinks that the reason these execs aren't paying is because somebody has been cooking the books for years, and they would all be extremely fucked if it got out, which is possible. Like they're all crooked. But yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we here at Backlog BoyZ are pro worker.
Yes.
So go get yours. Get what you deserve. Do you deserve video game residuals for billion-dollar franchises? Fuck yes, you do. Do you deserve residuals for games that don't make a lot of money? Fuck yes, you do. Because you still fucking worked on it. So yeah, I'm interested to see where that goes. Because like, I mean, you're talking about entertainment as a whole, like not even just movies and TV at that point. I mean, everything outside of music.
Oh yeah, like right now, I would consider we're in a huge boom of entertainment when it comes to movies and video games especially. But the movies, that boom is ending. Next year is going to be pretty dead, but I think video games are going to be in the same boat. I kind of hope it happens because my backlog is building up so much that I'm deleting games off my PlayStation that I have 2 terabytes on that I haven't even beaten yet or even initiated a playing of. It's frustrating because I really want to get around to playing those games. It's just that the newest game, like Baldur's Gate, is 110 gigabytes, something like that. It's very big.
Yeah. Speaking of, this isn't on our news items. It came out today that NBA 2K24 was going to be 161 gigabyte install.
Yeah. I mean,
That
I
doesn't make
deleted Modern
any
Warfare 2
sense.
because it was 170 something to
Yeah.
fucking play.
Yeah, I recently deleted Modern Warfare 2 off my PlayStation as well. I don't have 2 terabytes on my PlayStation like you do, but yeah. It like it's gotten so bad where like that's also a reason I've like gravitated more towards like smaller scale or like indie games this year is solely because like I can have like 5 of those on my hard drive versus like one huge game. Obviously, I've made exceptions, but like that's part of the reason why I downloaded Sea of Stars is because it wasn't super huge and I could keep it on my hard drive for a while. And then turns out I've absolutely have loved it. But yeah, it's just kind of funny how that works. But yeah, obviously, fuck yeah to the strike. Go get yours. These execs need to pay up. There's no reason why nerds that don't put in any of the work and they're just fucking t-shirt and blazer and jeans and chairs should make $60 million when voice actors and video game writers, which I think is just for voice acting, I don't think it's writers, or can't even afford rent, can't even pay their rent. That's fucked. So yeah, go get yours. These execs will learn one way or the other. So
As soon
fuck
as
yeah,
they're
keep
having
striking.
money issues, they're
Mhm.
gonna be like,
It's a hot
begging.
strike summer, and we rolling right in to fuck around and find out fall.
Yeah.
And you don't even want to get started on what happens in the winter. I'm not even going to say it yet.
Nuclear devastation.
Well, I was thinking another, alliteration, but
Oh.
sure, okay.
Wicked Winter.
Yeah, yeah. Wicked winter.
Yeah. Thank you. Now onto some really sad news. Volition Studio, the studio behind the beloved Saints Row series. Actually, wait a minute. Saints Row was originally made by a different studio, wasn't it?
Yeah, Volition. So let me make sure I have my shit in order.
Because I remember there was an employee walking out of the old Saints Row studio with the giant fist dildo.
Yeah, so Saints Row at one point Saints Row was like Deep Silver.
Yeah.
But Volition acquires Deep Silver, but they also were like they worked on other Saints Row projects.
Yeah. But Volition Studio is closing down, shutting the doors after 30 years. Because I've known this studio all my life. Not necessarily a huge fan of their games. I enjoy some of them. It's just a studio that's not going to exist anymore.
Oh no, I'm totally making that up. Volition is definitely the main developer for like the whole Saints Row series.
What the hell was that?
It was the old THQ.
THQ. Yeah.
I always get that mixed up because like THQ Nordic exists now. So like in my mind, there's like THQ didn't shut down. They totally did. Yeah, I mean, I have a ton of fond memories, specifically with Saints Row the Third.
Yes.
And like I know like the reboot wasn't. I actually believe you can get it.
It's
with PlayStation Plus
right now.
It
was the nail in the coffin. That game killed Volition Studios.
Yeah, and like that really just like it scares me because also Volition was acquired by the Embracer Group.
Yeah, they were doing some restructuring. I don't know all of that happened, but I know probably some shitty stuff happened.
Yeah, like I think basically it boils down to them just like cutting, like Embracer pretty much buys them to get their IP and then shuts it down.
Yeah.
Right.
Which really worries me because they not recently, but they bought Crystal Dynamics. And I really love their work they've done for Tomb Raider and the Deus Ex game that came out. I really enjoyed those. Really hope they don't get shuttered.
I was actually looking, so it looks like Embracer has already moved the Saints Row and Red Faction IPs to under this group called PlayOn.
I have never heard of that.
PlayOn. Trying to see what, and they've been owned by Embracer since 2018. I was trying to see what all they've done. Oh, they're doing like post-launch support for Payday 3, so that's
Okay. I mean, Payday 3 is not out yet, and I don't know if it's good or bad.
yeah. So, but interesting. So they pretty much just transferred all their IP over and got rid of like the 200 employees from Volition. It sucks. It always sucks when like a game studio like shuts down, but also like I think Embracer said like there was a multi-billion-dollar deal that fell through, particularly with Volition, and then it didn't go through, so they were like, oh, well, we already kind of counted that we made that money, so the only way we can make that money is we get rid of a lot of you at the same time. And that's what they did.
Yeah.
Which, again, fucking sucks, but...
And it's a shame we didn't get a Red Faction game on last gen.
Yeah, when was the last Red Faction game?
It was on the PlayStation 3. It was Armageddon.
Mm.
To be fair, they had 2 games. Armageddon came out in the later half of the PlayStation Xbox lifespan.
I gotcha. But yeah, it always sucks when like shit like that happens. And it definitely scares me where like now we're living in like kind of the world where like, oh, like one bad game can really like bring down even like a relatively respected like developer. And it really scares me for like a BioWare, for instance.
Yeah, their next game has to be good.
That has to be like a absolute fucking banger. So I don't know. It kind of like it makes me wonder like what do like game developers and publishers look like in 10 years? Like, are we just going to have like 3 or 4 super groups, kind of like where everything else is headed? I hope not, because I do think like independent game making is in like a really strong place right now. But I just wonder what like the big guns look like.
Yeah, I'm noticing more and more Kickstarters for like from very reputable people, not the guy behind Mighty Number 9. That guy, can't remember his name. Not very did not live up to his promises. But everyone else though is making some really solid games on Kickstarters. I've even backed a few RPGs recently. Was Penny Blood? Fuck, I can't remember. It was a double Kickstarter. I backed both of them. Those games look sick, and there's a bunch of like old developers that originally worked on the games that they're spiritual successors of. It's really cool.
Yeah, no, it definitely, like I said, I think independent like game I think it kind of popped off with a lot of like hobbyists having more time during like the pandemic of like getting to like develop and like hone their skills with game making. So I really feel like we're like about to enter like sort of this second golden age of like just absolutely fucking killer indie games. Not necessarily like these new indie games coming out of nowhere, but like maybe a developer's like second or third game that is just like, wow. It's kind of how I feel with Sea of Stars right now. Where they're the same developer behind The Messenger, that came out fucking 10 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, that was a long
like
time
this
ago.
is the first time they've ever done an RPG, and it mixes so many classic RPG elements into it where like it feels new and fresh, but also it's a super great homage. And it's just like we're getting so much shit like that right now. Like fucking another indie game for it's like Vampire Survivors was like the game of the year last year. Like just stuff like that. So I really feel like we are like maybe not entering, maybe we're already in it. Like just like this huge boom of just like great independent game titles.
Yeah, I recently played the shit out of Rogue Legacy 2. That was a fantastic indie game. It was in early access forever on PC, but it finally released on consoles this year, and it was it reviewed very, very well, and I didn't see anyone talk about it. I had to find out it came out on my own.
Yeah. It's super weird. Well, God, even like, not to like cheap plug here, but I've done a couple of like first impression videos at AYCH podcast on YouTube. I've done Crop Rotation, which is actually out now, that it's full release, and Big Boy Boxing, that just playing those demos, like one of them is like a deck building farm simulator game, and the other one is like pixel style Punch Out, but like from the first person perspective almost. And like they're both like homages to other games, but like they're adding a new twist to it where it's just like awesome. It's like it's so cool. And like I know like with Crop Rotation, it's just like one dude doing it. Like one guy on Twitter is making this game. They have like 140 followers, and they're just like making this really rad game that has
Hell
like,
yeah.
I think they shared today, the day we're recording it, had like 6,500 wish list for Crop Rotation on Steam, which like if 6,500 people buy that game full price, probably changes that guy's life.
Yes.
So I don't know. I just think that's like really fucking cool. Like, so that stuff like that, I'm really excited. Or actually, I take that back. Crop Rotation will comes out on the 15th. This comes out on the 13th. So, but yeah, I digress. Still, there's just a lot of really cool shit being made right now, and like you kind of have to dig for it because there's so many games coming out all the time.
Yes.
Like I wouldn't have known about Crop Rotation if like a guy or somebody on Twitter was like, because I was like, oh, what's like a cool demo I can? They were like, oh, you should check out Crop Rotation, and then I just played it. Or like Big Boy Boxing was another one. I saw somebody retweet the video because they were going to PAX, and I was like, oh, that looks cool, and I saw it had a demo. I downloaded the demo and played it. So it's just, I don't know. You kind of have to like keep your ears to the ground because like something super cool can just drop on like itch.io at like 4 a.m. on a Thursday morning. And unless somebody you know plays it, you'll never hear about it.
Yeah. And if you want an easier way to find out about more indie games, I highly, it feels like a joke recommendation, but go to the PlayStation official YouTube. They release trailers on there constantly for indie games. It's usually trailers from like the game just came out or launch trailers. But they are really good at promoting new indie games on there because I like once a week or once a month I go on there and I just like click open a new tab to every single indie game trailer, and I just have a fun little watch party by myself. So
yeah.
I heard, check that out.
Yeah, just you don't have to pay $70 for every game you play. I know,
No.
hot take, crazy, but yeah. All right, Colt. What do we got next?
Probably some of the most devastating news you'll ever hear. Coming from a PlayStation fanboy.
A Sony pony.
Yes, PlayStation Plus is increasing its prices. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give you the numbers, okay?
I'm so fucking mad about this. Yeah, I was mad about this last week, and now I'm gonna get mad about it again.
Jesus, I was at a doctor's appointment when this came up, and I just wanted to scream. PlayStation Plus Essential, the base price, which was originally $50, which was originally I think $30, and which you could buy on eBay for $30 2 to 3 years ago, $30 for a whole year, which I wish I did. I bought more of those. You can now get it for $80 a month, American. PlayStation Plus Extra, which is the second tier, is $135 for a whole year.
Fuck off.
And for premium, it's $160.
It makes no sense.
Now I don't know how much fucking what is it called? Game Pass Ultimate goes out for a whole year, but they give you a lot.
No,
PlayStation Plus, you get on Essential, you get like the most booty hole games, and then occasionally some really, really cool games that you've already bought 3 years ago.
So Game Pass, I think, is $16 a month, but I think you can get it for like Game Pass Ultimate, which is Xbox Game Pass, PC
And
Game
Live.
Pass, and Xbox Live Gold. And it's like 15, like after tax, it's like $16.39 a month, I think. For me. But the kicker with that is you get, first of all, you get like games every week. It's not like here's 2 games a month. Like there's new games being added to Game Pass literally on a weekly basis. Not only fucking that, you get every first party Microsoft game for free, no extra charge. Like right now, we are all playing Starfield. Guess how much we paid for it? Fucking nothing, because it's included with our Game Pass.
I did buy early access.
Okay, okay, I apologize. But if you didn't have Game Pass to have got that edition, it would have been what, $100?
Yeah, it only cost like less than $50 instead of the 400. So it's pretty poggers.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it, and I know Wenzel didn't pay for it. So yeah, it's just like, and that's just one example. Like Forza is coming out in October for Xbox. Fucking City Skylines 2 coming out in October. Lies of P, which isn't even Microsoft first party, but guess what? It's day one on Game Pass. So, I mean, you're getting legitimately like day one release games with Game Pass. With the PlayStation Essentials tier, unless they make changes, you're not getting that. You're getting like, oh, hey everybody, here's Human Fall Flat 2.
No, we got Saints Row, the newest one, Generation Zero, and oh my god, what was the third game? Anyways, 3 games that were mid, as they say. Generation Zero received like a 60 something, and this new Saints Row got a 60 something as well.
Yeah, but they've been out for over a year or longer at this point.
Yes.
Whereas with Game Pass, I mean, just this month, Lies of P and Starfield, that pays for itself. Starfield pays for itself.
As much time as I've put in Starfield, and it just came out. We're recording this on the 6th, the day after it came out. I've got 40 hours. I got like 41 hours in Starfield.
Yeah. And for some reason, Wenzel won't tell me how many hours he has in it, but I assume he has a few.
Oh, he's got 22, something like that. You can check on his profile on Xbox.
I didn't even fucking think of doing that. I don't even know if I'm friends with Wenzel on Xbox, because I've been
that's for good reason. He talks so much shit. He changes his profile picture to you sleeping, but with shit on your face.
Oh, fuck. Not again. But yeah, but it just pays for itself. Well, you're getting these day one releases. Even if you're not a huge fan of the day one releases, pretty much with the Game Pass model, if you're paying for Ultimate monthly, if there's 2 games Xbox put on Game Pass, like full price games they put on Game Pass, a year that you enjoy, it pays for itself. Essentials does not offer that.
I will say Xbox has been extremely dry this year, up until this last week, because I'll talk more about it in a little bit, but Starfield is working itself into being my favorite Xbox exclusive of all time.
See, but you say that, but also they had like Hi-Fi Rush this year.
Yeah, I mean, like they've had 2 games that I like love.
Yeah, but but that's what I'm saying though. Like, because you pay for Game Pass Ultimate every month, so it's like, do you not have Game Pass?
Wenzel is paying for it. We're doing game share right now.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up. Well, if you wasn't doing illegal shit,
it's not illegal. It's actually recommended.
But yeah, okay. Well, you get my point. It's paying for itself. Where this PlayStation Premium Plus Essential, whatever the fuck, doesn't, because you're just getting it's PlayStation Plus, and then it's like, here's some games you can play over the cloud. It's like, $200 a year? Also, I find it funny because the prices are going up everywhere, but like, if you look at the price increases in Japan, the same tiers in Japan are literally like half the price when converted to USD. Like,
that's extremely frustrating.
It's so like, I think the highest tier in Japan I think it's like right at $100 a year. And it's
Jesus
like,
Christ.
wow. Okay. So this is what you think of like, and I'm sure it's even more fucked in other countries. And there's probably other countries that are paying way more than us.
Oh yeah, I think Canada is paying like with the premium tier, you're probably like $250.
Yeah. So it's so stupid. Like, and then you have to have it to play online. Fuck off.
Yeah, that is extremely frustrating. I've hated it ever since I found out Xbox made you pay for it. And the whole reason we have this stupid pay to play online right now is Xbox. You can blame Xbox for that or Microsoft for that stupid garbage for having to pay to play online.
Yeah.
I've always hated that.
I mean, I'll agree that having to pay to use internet you already fucking have is insane. It'd be like paying a premium fee because I'm using the internet on my laptop right now. Doesn't make any fucking sense. But
also, this is gonna hurt. I feel like it's gonna hurt them more than help them because
Oh,
I've seen
yeah.
more tweets from people saying like, "Oh, I guess I'm going back to Essential because I cannot afford
no,
that $160 a year."
yeah, I mean it's the same shit we're seeing with like the streaming services right now. I think, God, who is it? Hulu that's about to go up like $4 more a month or something.
Which is crazy because Hulu is the one I use the
Hulu
least.
fucking sucks. Like,
I get on it like once a year when all the like animation domination, they haven't called it that in years, stuff releases. I watch Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, and like one or two other things. The newest
Yeah.
season, and then I'm off of Hulu for the rest of the year.
yeah, like it sucks. And they're like, oh, our basic model is going to be $19. Or like Disney Plus are like, hey guys, we're increasing our price from $9.99 to $11.99. But if you're on the $11.99 tier, now you get ads. If you don't want ads, you have to pay $14.99. Fuck off.
Also,
Like-
we're making worse content than we did before.
Yeah, also, it's all
AI
Marvel
intro.
and fucking Star Wars. Like, fuck off. Like, it pisses me off so much just how fucking greedy these corporations are getting, and they're just thinking like we're just gonna keep fucking suckling that garbage milk. No, we're not. Like, that's why you're seeing Netflix subscribers dip 2 to 3 million a fucking quarter right now, because like, they're not paying their fucking writers or any actors residuals or anything, so like they can get fucked anyways. But B, it's because they keep going up in prices, and they're like, it's not warranted. Like,
No.
Netflix now, like if you have the best version of the Netflix, which is like I think you can watch on 4 screens at a time
And 4K.
4K, it's like almost $30 a month.
Which, go fuck yourself.
Fuck off. At that point, just get fucking cable. Like, really, like YouTube TV costs $65 a month. Like, just fucking get that and drop all the fucking services. I don't know. It pisses me off. Like, just thinking about it, I'm just like, how much are we paying for streaming services right now? Like, should we just not drop all of them and just fucking get YouTube TV? Because that's pretty much what's going to end up happening. Is just all the streaming services are trying to make themselves cable again.
Yeah, there's going to be a package deal coming up where you can have all these streaming services for one low price.
Dude, I shit you not, on YouTube TV, you can already do that. You can select your add-ons.
That's
And the
just
add-ons-
cable.
The add-ons include Max and Netflix and Hulu and Disney Plus and AMC Plus and fucking Showtime and Prime Video. Well, maybe not Prime Video, but literally every Shudder, Criterion Channel, NFL Red Zone. It's literally fucking cable.
Man, the only one of these that's really worth it nowadays is HBO's great, yes. But Amazon Prime, because you get the fucking shipping shit and the streaming, and the streaming's 4K. I was watching some old movies in 4K thanks to that fucking thing.
Well, also, what movie? We watched a movie for Summer of Fisting on Prime, and it was,
I can't remember.
was it Police Story?
No, we watched that on HBO.
Oh, I feel like we watched, maybe it was Enter the Dragon we watched on Prime Video.
I think so.
And it was like a restored version, and it looked really fucking clean. And it's just like, wow, if we were watching this anywhere else, we'd be watching like the fucking original cut for it. Yeah, it's stupid. Now I'm pissed, Colt. Thanks.
Now I'm ticked. Up next, we've got some really cool information considering the newest game from them just came out. Elder Scrolls 6 has officially left pre-production and is now in the early stages of development. So we're getting Elder Scrolls 6 2033?
Here's my thought process. So, do you remember the E3 conference where I believe they showed Fallout 4 and they said, "Hey, and here's what's next." And then they showed Starfield, which, by the way, I'm just saying, AYCH broke the Starfield news before anybody. Go listen to those fucking 2017 E3 episodes. We fucking knew.
Yeah.
We called it by fucking name. You can go listen to those episodes. But I digress. But they said, and here's the thing after the next thing, and they showed Elder Scrolls 6. So in my head, I wonder if Elder Scrolls 6 is like the next, because there's been some rumors. I don't want to get into it because I don't want to say. There's been some rumblings around an Oblivion remake that is coming out from very reliable sources. I haven't seen it reported anywhere, but that is in talks as a Oblivion remake. But I wonder if that's maybe more of a passion project, and now like every studio is kind of shifting towards Elder Scrolls 6. I wonder if Elder Scrolls 6 truly is the next thing. Because what? Fallout 4 came out 2018?
2015.
No.
Yeah, I was in high school.
Okay, then it definitely wasn't the Fallout 4 thing where they showed Starfield for the first time, because they didn't show Starfield for the first time until 2018.
Yeah, definitely, because I was playing Fallout 4 in high school.
Oh, well, fuck. Well, anyways, so it was 5 years in between that conference and Starfield. So I wonder if Elder Scrolls 6, if we're looking at probably 5 years down the road. I think that's actually kind of an optimistic view on it. What would be Elder Scrolls 6? God, I'm just thinking. If Elder Scrolls 6 does come out in 2028, that's going to be a 17-year gap between Skyrim. That is a fucking whole legal driver on the road. That the time in between, somebody could have been born on the day Skyrim came out. And if Elder Scrolls 6 comes out in, just say, around the same time period, 2028, that person could enlist in the military.
I feel sick thinking about that. And they released Skyrim so many times.
Skyrim's
remake, whatever.
Available on, 3 generations of consoles?
In a refrigerator, Amazon, Echo, whatever.
The Alexa, Switch, PC. And granted, it is like Herald as one of the best RPGs of all time. So
I love it. It's a great game.
It's cool that it is that accessible. And I'm sure it didn't take a ton of extra work to port it from PS3 to PS4 to PS5, whatever. But it is just
I'll just be fucking 20. I'll be almost 30 if that.
Dude, 2028, I'll be 33.
I don't like that, man.
Yeah, it's actually pretty
I need
disgusting.
you to hurry it up, sweetie, please.
Yeah, so.
But also take your time, please, because oh my gosh, Starfield is awesome. I might as well, while we're here, talk about Starfield.
Yeah, let's get into it a little bit. Obviously, there's not going to be any spoilers.
No.
Because I'm only, at the time of recording, literally 2 hours into it. I just streamed it. By the way, twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. Live every Tuesday with Tuesdays with Tanner. If you're listening to this day it releases, you just missed the second one where I played more Starfield. But it has hooked me faster than Bethesda games in the past have.
I would say it's hooked me as fast as Skyrim hooked me, and that is pretty much instantly. Because I fucking love Skyrim. Skyrim was like one of my favorite Bethesda games of all time until Starfield. I know that's probably a hot take considering the game just came out.
Well,
I was playing it day one of early access, and I've been in love ever since.
yeah, I feel like, I mean, it's not like you're like, "Ugh, I'm 45 minutes in the Starfield and I have to say it's the best. I mean, you have the fucking time to back you up. So
Yeah, I'm at 41-ish hours. I'm over halfway through the main storyline. I've done one side storyline all the way through. It took a long time to do that storyline. It was the Rangers storyline, Freestar Collective. That was really fun. You're essentially just a Walker, Texas Ranger, but in space. It's just very cool. I love Starfield so freaking much. I'm already married. Shout out to Sarah. You my boo. Uh, this game's fantastic. I can't really say much else for it without going into spoilery details because there's some surprises in this game that I was not expecting, and I also just completely forgot about that was in a trailer in the past.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
You'll get there
Um,
eventually.
yeah, so I guess too, from my perspective, I mean, my time is a lot more precious, I guess, per se, now, like, old, working full time.
Senile.
I
Memory's not working as good.
Yeah, I'm fucking senile as shit now. Like, being married, like, like, I don't have as much time to play games anymore. Um, but Starfield, I like instantly, like, and Wenzel has echoed this as well, as you have. Like, it just kind of got its hooks in you super quickly. And usually, like, I mean, Fallout 4 never really grabbed me like I would have liked. Even Skyrim, like, I mean, I've played a lot of Skyrim over the years, but it never, like, I have never felt immersed. I really haven't felt immersed in a Bethesda world since probably Fallout 3.
Damn,
And
that's harsh words.
whatever. But something about Starfield, it just kind of recaptures that magic for me. I don't know. Like I said, I'm only 2 hours into it. Maybe it's the rose tinted glasses. Maybe it's just like I was so hyped for the game. But like, usually if I'm super hyped for a game, it has to meet those expectations, or I will not be afraid to say, oh, fuck this. It has happened with several games in the last 2 years. But I don't know. There's something about it. It has that magic, has just a little bit of the Bethesda funk on it, but not like I I don't think y'all have experienced anything like game breaking or
No,
anything.
no, no, no. I mean, I've had my frame rate drop one time, but that was
Yeah.
because there was so much going on in a very specific scene.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it runs a very solid 30.
Yeah, like I've had my frames drop a couple, like maybe twice, but I'm also playing on a Series S already. But like it
Oh, I
looks,
forgot you don't own an X.
no X for me.
Oh God, what the
But
fuck?
but it looks gorgeous. I think that's the part that kind of surprised me. Like, immediately when you like, spoiler for literally the opening scene in the game, you're in a mine, and like the textures don't look like disgusting fucking garbage. They actually look like rocks, and not like video game rocks. They look like rocks. And I'm like, oh wow, that looks crazy good. And like the character
Edible.
creation, I got super into. I made like a hyper pop old man Joel from The Last of Us. Yeah, it's really fun. I'm really excited to spend some more time with it over the next like month and a half.
I've been itching to play it all day today at work, like really fucking bad. I've been on the Starfield Reddit, looking at like recommendations, tips, and tricks. I'm starbrained pilled. It's so good. Baldur's Gate 3 came out fucking yesterday on PlayStation. I haven't played it. I have not touched it. And you know what? I'm gonna admit it here. I bought early access. I didn't touch
What?
it. I bought early access, and I was like, I'm gonna play this more than I am Starfield, but I still want to play Starfield early. I haven't touched it
What the fuck? Why did you buy both?
because I thought I'd be like bouncing between both of them. It was a
Mm-mm-mm.
fucking Labor Day weekend. Give me a break. I thought I would have more time, or I would split my time up more. And let's just say I didn't. I got some
Damn.
cool pre-order bonuses in it. I'll take it. Not pre-order bonus, but deluxe edition bonuses. I'll fucking take it. And it wasn't like $100 like Starfield was. It was like 80.
But also, you only paid like 40 for the Starfield.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, and like Baldur's Gate 3 seems like something. It seems like a world I just want to fuck around in. Who knows when I'll have time for it? Like it seems so overwhelmingly dense that like it's almost off-putting to me. Like everybody I know that has played it has absolutely adored it, but it seems like too much, especially right now. Like I'm playing, like I've already mentioned, Sea of Stars, and I'm playing Starfield. Mortal Kombat comes out next week. Like
What?
yeah, well, the week this releases, Mortal Kombat comes out
okay.
yeah, Mortal Kombat comes out on the 19th.
Yeah.
But
okay.
so Mortal Kombat comes out, and then in October you got Super Mario Brothers Wonder, you got Spider-Man 2. I know you and Wenzel are super excited for Alan Wake.
Yes. Yes.
So there too many games.
Which is why I'm kind of hoping they do the strike in the gaming industry, because it would be really cool to have a dry year next year. Considering my backlog, considering everyone's backlog, I imagine everyone's backlog is huge.
I imagine everybody's a backlog boy.
Essentially, and that's why we're perfect for everyone in the modern age. Get in there. You could say fucking Microsoft is supporting us by doing their Game Pass for so cheap that their backlog is massive for everyone that has Game Pass.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Phil.
Also, thank you, Todd. You did it. I love you. Next up on the news station is the pointless PlayStation Portal for $200, which is remote play only.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad it's $199. I feel like if it was $299, Sony may not exist anymore. I am glad for that. It seems like it would be cool because it seems like it's going to be pretty easy to hack. To play, to put like a PSP or a Vita like emulator on it. I could see it being cool for that purpose, but a $200 remote play only device does not excite me in the slightest at fucking all. Even if you could store a game on it natively.
I can't remember where I saw it exactly. It was from an official PlayStation source, but they were saying like one of the selling points is like if your main TV's being used, you can use this.
Yeah. It's the Wii U. It's the gamepad.
Yeah, but it's only on that screen, and it's not. I mean, it's streamed, but it's not cloud gaming. It's using your PlayStation to stream it to your handheld. So if your Wi-Fi goes out or something,
Yeah.
I mean, if it was cloud, it'd still be fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't see the point in this. It feels extremely pointless. I would have rather had a Vita 2 or something else along that line.
Yeah, totally agree. I like it. It makes no.
Also, $150 tops.
Also, it's so funny too. Like, again, like console war bullshit has always been stupid, but I feel like this year is especially stupid because both companies have been kind of quiet, and then Microsoft releases Redfall, and it is hot dog shit.
Yeah.
And Sony's like, hey, and then they drop like Starfield, which is like has been pretty successful and like
really
reviews.
successful.
Yeah, super successful commercially and critically, really. And Sony, but then the Microsoft like fanboys turn around and it's like, well, at least Microsoft's not trying to sell a Wii U gamepad for $200. And then all the Sony fanboys are like, well, it's harmless. It's like it doesn't hurt anybody. And like, yeah, I guess you're right. It's not a loaded gun I could use to kill myself, but it's still fucking stupid. Like it's again, the console fan war bullshit is always stupid, but like this year it has hit a critical mass of like the worst people you know just arguing about dumb shit all day long.
Yeah, like
And they all subscribe to Twitter Blue.
I'm just gonna say, everybody that like believes or participates in the console war, they just need to get their bands up. They get their money up, not their funny up,
That's
because
what
they're
I'm
so
saying.
poor that they can't afford 2 consoles.
I'm just saying, you should have made the pandemic into a bandemic.
Amen, brother.
That's all I'm saying. Like, listen, if you got the money to buy a PlayStation 5, you probably got 200 extra bucks to buy a Series S.
Yeah, honestly, I stopped caring about this console war stuff. I was kind of into it, but that was when I was in middle school in 2011.
Yeah, I would say middle school, which would have been like 08 for me, would have been like the last time I gave 2 shits about it. But also I was 13.
Yeah, like in 2012, I got an Xbox and I was like, hell yeah, I can have everything. Like I had an Xbox 360, I had a new PC, and I had a PlayStation 3 and a 3DS. I was living it up.
Well, that's like me right now. I mean, that's like us right now. Like, as you know,
Oh yeah, I'm still living it up. Actually, it's still the same.
yeah, working adults, all 3 of us have Switches, we all have PlayStation 5s, and we all have Xboxes. So we're, extremely fortunate and lucky that we, were able to afford all those things. But
Yeah,
also,
I don't
like,
do anything else though. Gaming's my main thing.
Yeah,
And
but
manga, but still.
but like, still, like, it's so stupid. Like, I couldn't imagine just shutting yourself off from like a whole solely for like, well, I'm a Sony fanboy for life.
Like while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna be playing Starfield, Baldur's Gate 3, and then next month I'm gonna be playing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
So y'all have fun.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, get your money and your funny up.
Amen.
Hey, Cole.
Hey,
Megan Fox in Mortal Kombat 1,
epic sauce and a reference to Jennifer's body.
which we watched semi-recently for the first
Yes,
time.
we did. That was like a few months ago, but it was still recently.
I said semi-recently.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited for this. Like I said in the chat, I don't necessarily think Megan Fox is a good actress. Like not at all, but I think she plays really good characters and cheesy things.
Yeah, I think Megan Fox in Mortal Kombat almost makes too much sense.
Yeah, like I don't know why this didn't happen in like Mortal Kombat 9 in like 2009, especially when she was so popular with fucking Transformers in 2007.
Jennifer's Body came out in 2009.
Oh shit, she was busy with that, so she couldn't have been in Mortal Kombat. You're right.
Definitely not. I'm just interested in what Ed Boon's got cooking, because I still feel like, at the time of recording, again, we're recording this on September 6th. We still don't know a ton about Mortal Kombat 1. We don't really know what, there's been rumblings and stuff, and like we've seen a minute or 2 trailer here and there, but like as far as like the story mode and exactly what the hell is going on, we don't know a ton about.
I just want to see the final roster because we got a new character being the Megan Fox character today.
Yeah, today. And like we already know like the first pack of DLC fighters, like all of the leaks for it have been true. So like we're getting Omni-Man, we're getting Homelander, we're getting Peacemaker, and we know that Omni-Man and Peacemaker are going to be voiced by Simmons and Cena respectively. I have to imagine old Homelander
is I think he is the same.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
But yeah, it's like, God, what do you got cooking over there?
That's really though. That's perfection. These are the guest characters that fit like the modern day people that are really into really violent media. Because
Batista was in the trailer or in the commercial.
Freak, yeah, Batista. They should put Batista in the game.
Yeah, as just Batista.
I don't want to kill Batista. Don't add him. I don't want him to see him get hurt.
Wenzel and I talked about this on the Sidewalk episode, but there was a movie we watched that had a unexpected Batista appearance that we both I lost my mind in the theater. I'm like, is that because I just don't expect to see Batista in like this very, very, very indie movie, and then like there he is, and I'm just like, that's Dave Bautista, and then like the next week he's in the commercial for Mortal Kombat 1. I'm just like, he really is the most versatile actor of our generation.
The best wrestling actor.
Oh yeah, Easy.
John Cena's right behind him though. So
no, yeah, Cena's great. Batista just has a ton more range.
Oh yeah.
Like Cena can play a specific character really good. Batista can play a lot of characters pretty good.
He was only in Blade Runner 2049 for like 4 minutes, and he's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
super memorable.
Yeah, like Dune, I mean Drax in Guardians. I mean, God, he's been great in a ton of stuff. He was great in the movie Parachute that Wenzel and I saw him in Sidewalk.
Oh, hell yeah. But yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 looked cool, coming out soon.
I'm excited. By the way, that's going to be you're listening to this on the day it releases. Next week, the 19th, when Mortal Kombat comes out, we're going to be playing it on Tuesdays with Tanner. Twitch.tv/all-you-can-hear. Mortal Kombat 1 launch day stream.
You getting on PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm not playing that shit on Xbox.
Yeah, that shitty fucking platform. Hell no. But up next is a little bit of old news. We're going to be hitting some old news pockets now, but hey, we're hitting it. Red Dead Redemption port coming to PS4 and Nintendo Switch. I say coming. It came out. When I wrote that in the doc, it was coming up. But that was like a month or so ago. But I'm really mad about this. I did not delete it from the doc because I'm frustrated because there were a lot of rumors coming around about this. And a lot of people were saying remake. And that was what was really getting me excited. And then when it came out as just a remaster, I was like, fine, I'll take it. It'll just be a nice upscaled 4K,
nope.
60 FPS. No,
it's a straight
legit
port.
a port of a PlayStation 3 game, Xbox 360 game on your Nintendo Switch and your brand new fucking consoles. I hate this so much. And it's $50.
Yeah, that's the real kicker, is that it's $50 fucking dollars.
Here's some more fun information. You could have bought Red Dead Redemption on Xbox using the Xbox Store for like fucking like $20.
Yeah.
And I think they removed it just to add the $50 edition.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is the exact same. Why they're not getting as much flack as they should, I don't know.
Because it's Rockstar, and I don't know. Have you seen like the Twitter Blue accounts that have recently been tweeting just insane shit? Like rumors have that GTA 6 is going to cost $150.
I've not seen that. That's
no, it's like
super unbelievable.
Dexterdo, Dexerto,
yeah,
has been tweeting like, rumor has it GTA 6 is going to be the world's first $2 billion game.
That's
like it's
funny.
going to cost $2 billion to make. And then like today, the day we're recording, they tweeted something to the effect of like, rumor has it GTA 6 is going to cost $150. And then they put like this obviously not real GTA 6 image because there's no key art for the game GTA 6. And then it has like 65,000 retweets and just people saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe Rockstar would do this, man."
Yeah.
Like, well, I named my first child Rockstar Denver. And now you want me to pay off? You want me to commit Grand Theft Auto to afford to buy Grand Theft Auto?
To be fair, like the average Rockstar GTA 5 fan has the collective brain cell of 3 of them, I think. I'm just saying that GTA players in 2023 are not the smartest bunch.
No, I mean I agree, but like, God, it's such. I don't know. I'm just like I think it would honestly change my life if I could get on Twitter or like Facebook every day and just immediately believe everything I read.
That'd be fucking funny, actually.
Like no matter how ridiculous, like I read it and go, "Oh my God, no way."
I can't believe Obama took a hamster and rocketed at a fucking brick wall.
Yeah, or like
Right in front of Trump. And Trump tried to stop him, but he couldn't.
yeah, it was like, oh, or like my favorite is like the little kid. It's like, this is Donald J. Trump. He was born in Afghanistan. And it pretty much builds up to the fact that he was born in the Middle East means he is the I'm pretty sure this is like a QAnon talking point. Obviously, I don't fucking believe it. But it's like obviously it means he is the reincarnation of Jesus H. Christ, Donald J. Trump. I'm like, yo, you realize like what?
Those are different letters.
These are different letters. Like, oh my, it's so fucking stupid. And so another good one too is a lot of people on my Facebook have recently got hacked. Where they'll post like they'll tag like 9 or 10 people, like 9 or 10 of their friends, and be like, OMG, checked out who just died. And it's a video link to obviously like this phishing site. And I would just love, like, every time I got on Facebook, just being like, oh my God, who died this time? And just clicking the link every time.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
People have always, they're just amazing. I just don't understand how people can
I don't understand how people
comfortably.
live.
Yeah.
Like, because there are people that live like that, where they just get online every day and they read 25 headlines and they're all true. They're like, oh my God, AOC is trying to extinct cows.
I've got some news for this is a sound clip that somebody can take out of context. Starfield removes pronouns with patch. Use that. That's a gaming one. Here's a real world news one. Donald Trump eats a hot dog in 10 seconds. You won't believe what happens next.
Dude, there's so you know how on like Windows, like if you hover, it will pull up like most of the time it's like listicles and stuff. Like it's like, oh, here's the best seafood restaurant to eat at in your state. And it's like a list of 50 seafood restaurants, one in each state.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've noticed recently that most of the time it will be listicles, but sometimes something insane will slip through the cracks. Like it will say like I
have one that will not leave my head, and I see it all the time.
Go for it.
It's a picture of a woman at the doctor that's pregnant. No, it's a picture of a woman next to a horse, and she's got a pregnant belly, and the clickbait is the doctor called the police after finding out what happened.
Oh yeah, no, shit like that, and like
I almost want to click it, and I know it's not real. I still want to click it because that's a wild thing to put in front of me.
Dude, it's so crazy. My favorite is like when a news source uses like the Dark Brandon like meme picture, and it's like
that's funny.
It's like Joe Biden is planning on making being over 85 illegal. Thoughts? It's like, what the fuck?
Joe Biden, why would you do that? That means you're gonna be illegal.
It's Jover.
Oh my God. Anyways, we should talk about some video game news. Baldur's Gate 3 is booming, like really, really booming. It is currently, I think, the highest rated game this year on OpenCritic.
Yeah, highest rated game this year. Well, actually, I think it's tied with Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom, not Breath of the Wild, my bad. But still, it's fucking banging. It's not just this year. It's one of the highest rated games of all time on Metacritic and OpenCritic.
Yeah, I think it's currently sitting at like a 96.
Yuppers.
Yeah, so it's so crazy too, because I feel like it really it kind of jumped the shark, the hype for it, when it was revealed you could have sex with the druid that shapeshifted into a bear.
Yes.
I feel like that's kind of where a lot of people started talking about Baldur's Gate 3, and then it came out on PC like 2 weeks later, and I feel like everybody I knew was playing Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, that's the one issue is I wish they released the game on both things at the same time, because people like me were like really wanting to play it for that whole month. But now
Yeah.
Starfield's out. And I
Starfield's
don't
out.
feel like playing it because
Yep.
I want to beat Starfield first.
Yeah, and it's not like I don't feel like playing it, but like I said earlier, I'm playing other stuff. Like I usually find it hard to have time for one game. I'm currently juggling 2 at the same time, which is highly unusual for me. So I literally just do not have the mental bandwidth to bring in a Starfield or to bring in a Baldur's Gate 3.
And the cool thing is about Baldur's Gate 3, it had the best weekend opening weekend for a release of a game ever, I think, on Steam with over
it's like
800,000 players playing at the exact same time.
Yeah, pretty fucking wild. And I'm sure a ton of people are playing it. But like I'm sure it is really cool for like I mean, right now Starfield is booming on Xbox, Baldur's Gate 3 booming on PC and PlayStation. So it's really cool that like no matter what console you own right now, you have a very meaty RPG to like really sink your teeth into.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. People that like I didn't even know were interested in Baldur's Gate 3 or games like that. I got on PlayStation the other day to download some stuff. And I just see these people playing it. I'm like, what the hell? Because it's a game that I honestly think you had to be a pretty fucking big ass nerd to play it, but I guess not.
Yeah, honestly, I guess you have to be a cool soy jack.
You were just saying things that you've heard on the internet.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, listen. Brave like Tom, stealthy like Jerry, hungry like nephew.
Minion or the Bob for the day.
Sexy cat. Have you seen that?
No.
That TikTok? It's an AI voice over Joe Biden talking about like the characteristics. I'll send it to you later, but talking about fuck, maybe I'll find it. But it's
since we're on the TikTok, have you been getting my Baki TikToks?
Dude. So yes. And so I watched the first season of Baki Hanma on Netflix when it came out, you know, a couple years ago or whatever. And it was insane. It seems like they have went full-fledged unhinged in this newest season. All right, here's my audio. This is AI Joe Biden. This is not real Joe Biden. And I don't condone AI, but this is funny.
Tenacious like Tom. Resilient like Jerry. Dog like Spike. Hungry like Nephew. Sexy cat.
Okay, that's pretty funny. That is funny. Sexy cat.
And it's all characters from Tom and Jerry. But I can't believe I played that on this fucking podcast. But yeah, Baki's great. That's not video game stuff. We can talk about Baki later.
I know. I just want to say real quick, Baki, I really never wanted to watch it because I think it's absolutely disgusting to look at. The art style is incredibly ugly. But after seeing a super jacked man dog shit kick the fuck out of the main character named Baki and doing a Fortnite emote, I want to watch that. And there's scenes where this dude's like pissing so hard it's overflowing the urinal. Gotta watch that. And there's scenes where he's pissing on people until they die. I want to watch that. And there's scenes where dude's cooking food out of air and he flips the air table in the air and the other guy freaks out.
Yeah, it's the other guy's actually his dad. That's not a spoiler. The other guy's Yujiro in that, which is Baki's dad.
What the fuck? I'm extremely interested in watching it now just because I've seen these stupid ass clips on TikTok.
Yeah, it's a hoot. Just getting into Baki lore.
Next up, gonna go ahead and cover it a little bit. Armored Core 6 came out when I originally put it here. We're about to record again, but I beat it. I beat one run. I haven't done all these endings yet, but I really fucking loved Armored Core 6. It was really good. FromSoft has made something really special here, and I hope they continue to release Armored Core games semi-regularly, because the last one came out in 2012, something like that.
How long did it take you to beat?
Like 22 hours.
Oh, that's not atrocious.
No. You just have to adjust, change up your build, adapt. And I play Overwatch, so I'm good at that.
Yeah, you think Overwatch trained you for Armored Core 6?
Yeah, you gotta learn how to counter. That's all Overwatch is counter picking, and that's exactly what you had to do for your builds.
I
in,
thought all Overwatch
Overwatch 1.
was people in the chat saying Torbjorn my balls.
It also that, and also racism, and also homophobia, but also a lot of Slurpee. It's a great game. Here we got some Gamescom info. I put all this in the day it happened. Opening night live, I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Up first, we got Assassin's Creed Mirage Relayed. Assassin's Creed Mirage. It was moved up by 1 week to October 5th. I just thought that was funny when I put relayed ?
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage Relayed? All caps, 2 question marks.
It's the opposite of delay.
No, well, relayed is not that word.
I couldn't think of it, so I
Move
went
up.
Relayed. Yeah.
There's not they're just moving it up.
I'm gonna go with relayed. But I'm happy with that. Sony has revealed that multiple first-party games were internally delayed out of 2023 and early 2024 recently. Yeah, I'm hoping that drought is coming because this is a signal of that.
I just have no idea what. I mean, eternally delayed out of late 2023 and early 2024. I mean,
Death Stranding's one of them, if I had to guess.
Death Stranding what? 2?
Yeah.
You thought Death Stranding 2 was coming out this year? Or early next year? Do you not know Kojima? That game's 2 years away. 2025 earliest.
No. I talked to him.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But it is extremely disappointing because I think we're just going to get Spider-Man, then 6 months of nothing, probably 10 months.
Yeah, yeah, probably. I don't know. There is that rumored Last of Us 2 remaster.
I'm not going to play it. I just played it. I'll play it in like 3 years when I forget about a lot of the story points, but I'm not going to play it.
Yeah. I like I don't know, like sure, like I don't know why you would even say this because like it's not like your first party offering was anything besides Spider-Man to the public anyways. So I mean, is it just saving face? Is like, yeah, actually we would have released a lot of really cool games this year, but we decided to push them back, give them a little more polish.
Sure, whatever. I have too many games to really be mad about that, honestly.
Yeah, same.
But this next one I am sad about. Plucky Squire was delayed to next year in 2024.
God.
No solid date, but I'm extremely sad about that because this is one of the few Devolver games. Not few. There's a lot of Devolver games I'm interested in, but this was the one I was most interested in. And I'm gonna play it this year.
Yeah, I was really excited for Plucky Squire. Hopefully it will come out maybe first half of next year.
And Modern Warfare 3 got announced for November 10th. It's Modern Warfare. It looks fun, and it's apparently going to try to be more like Modern Warfare 2, the 2009 game, not the last Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, because they're adding like all the old maps.
Yeah, it's every single Modern Warfare 2 map, and then the new ones that they're making. I'm very interested in that because Modern Warfare 2 has some of my favorite Call of Duty maps of all time. The 2009 one. Cool info. Here's some new info for you here. It's over a month old. Kojima interview that can I just speak? Jam. New Kojima interview with some Death Stranding 2 details. Story was written before the pandemic, and Kojima had to rewrite some of the parts after the pandemic.
He probably had a fucking virus called like Coviv.
I think he's Nostradamus, and he's like, shit, I made this too bad, like sad. I don't want this to happen. So like the next one is like you get mad top and like really swag out.
Yeah, did Death Stranding 1 leave a lot of room for Sam Bridges to get mad top?
Yeah, and swagging out. Yes, it really did.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. I haven't played it.
Yeah, and there's more emphasis on real connections and that humans need to go out into the outside world and move.
Yeah,
And the meaning
Kojima said touch grass.
Yeah, he's like, please just go the fuck outside.
You fucking nerds.
Like, I know I'm a fucking like super nerd and watch nothing but movies all the time, but damn, go watch a movie in theaters or something.
Yeah.
The meaning of strand has changed. Should we have connected? I don't know what that means exactly.
I just love the idea for like he made a whole new definition for a word, and then he's like, and I did it again.
Yeah, this doesn't mean that anymore, guys.
Yeah. By the way, guys, forget everything that happened in Death Stranding 1. Is this a linear sequel? Yes. Is it a canonical sequel? I don't know.
You'll have to find out. And the film will be something completely different.
Yeah, why the fuck not? Why wouldn't it be?
It sounds like Death Stranding is just like a title. You could make Death Stranding anything, essentially.
And pretty much what I'm eagerly awaiting Death Stranding Snake Eater.
That's gonna be the third Death Stranding game.
Oh, speaking of, when is that Metal Gear?
September? Oh shit. this month? Damn.
Well, I couldn't remember if it was September or October, but it definitely is this month, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the same week that Mortal Kombat comes out, like that Friday.
I'm trying to find it. Oh, let me just go on Nintendo.com to find a fucking date.
Yeah, to get all your fucking release date info.
Oh, well, it's not loading on Nintendo.com. Well,
Damn,
let me just go to
it's not coming
Konami's
out.
website. No, it comes out October 24th.
Oh, okay. All right. I misremembered. Sue me. Up next, we got the PS5 Slim. It's incoming. I put a question mark here, but no, we're definitely getting that PS5 Slim.
Yeah.
And the leaked thingy that we got, unit, looks
Pretty damn
fine.
big.
And it looks big, but it looks fine. I like this version we have already, but fuck it, why not? Also, like Tanner said, it's not really a slim.
Yeah, it's not a slim because if you don't own a PlayStation 5, imagine having a briefcase in your entertainment center, because that's about how big it is. The PS5 Slim dev kit or like example unit or whatever you want to call it looks like a slightly smaller briefcase.
Yeah, it's honestly a suitcase almost. It's really fucking big.
Yeah.
Here's some more PlayStation info. Potential God of War Ragnarok DLC. There was a lot of rumors going around, and I can't remember them because that was over a month. But I think that'd be weird, but not weird at the same time because there's some really cool story moments that would be cool to see expanded upon. Tekken 8 finally got a release date for January 26, 2024 with 32 unique characters. And that is fucking insane. That's like the most amount of unique characters I've seen in a modern fighting game.
And
like
non-Smash Brothers, yeah.
Yeah, non-Smash Brothers, that fucking Ultimate Ninja Storm. Those aren't the same kind of fighting game.
Yeah. 32 character, 32 fighter launch roster is actually fucking crazy. Especially for like a game as big as like Tekken, and this being a new Tekken. I'm super excited for it. I don't know. I've really had a hankering for fighting games. I still need to get on Street Fighter, but like even like Mortal Kombat and something about Mortal Kombat and Tekken, just like the grittiness, and I really like Tekken being a lot more grapple focused. I don't know. I'm into it. I'm ready.
I'm super excited to see what potential DLC characters they can add. Because they said, fuck it, we're going to add Negan from The Walking Dead, Noctis from Final Fantasy.
Noctis. Who? Freddy Krueger has
No,
been in
that's
it.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, was Kratos?
No, that's Soul Calibur. No, that's Mortal
Fuck.
Kombat.
Fuck. The Ninja Turtles?
No, that's fucking Street Fighter.
No. Wasn't the Ninja Turtles added in Tekken?
No, that's Injustice too.
Oh shit. What is it? Just Noctis? Is it just Noctis and
It's
Negan?
Noctis and Negan. Yeah.
Oh wait, didn't they have a fucking Terminator?
No, that's Mortal Kombat.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Yeah,
But
who
yeah,
knows?
they can go anywhere. Like, I think it'd be funny if they had a Walter White do his
Yeah,
like, main ultimate. Is that scene where he blows up Tuco with that like meth grenade?
Yeah, Walter White would be funny. I think the tall douchebag from Euphoria would be funny.
Mike from Breaking Bad.
Jesse from Breaking Bad. Hank.
You know, can we just have a Tekken 8 season pass that's all Breaking Bad characters?
A Breaking Bad.
Breaking Pass, yes.
Breaking Bad. I'm now just imagining imagine Evo 2024, like Tekken 8 just got done on the grand stage. Old dude comes out, Harada comes out, and he's like, "Are y'all ready to see what's next in store for Tekken 8?" And like the screen's black. It's the Breaking Bad intro, but it's for the letters Tekken. So it's just making up elements. And then it throws like 8 up there, and just the fucking voice line, "Jesse, we have to cook." And then it just cuts to like coming fall 2020.
And then right as it cuts to complete black, it says "Magnets, bitch," due to reference to the first DLC character coming, which is Jesse Pinkman.
Hit us up.
All right. Hit us up. We know Harada. We got you. We got you figured out. Little Nightmares 3 is coming in 2024. Watching the reveal for this actually made me download Little Nightmares 1, and I bought Little Nightmares 2 when it was on sale. Just because I saw this and I thought, damn, that looks really fun.
I don't think I've ever heard of Little Nightmares.
That's strange.
Yeah, I just completely under my radar, but I saw you and Wenzel were both excited for this.
And now for the one thing that actually was really frustrating at the time. I don't remember exactly what I wrote, but I'm going to read it out to you.
I was about to say, please read it verbatim as is written in our doc.
Huge piece of shit runs on stage right before Jeff calls out Todd Howard saying that, quote, "Bill Clinton wants to play GTA 6. And it turns out it's some troll that's already stormed a bunch of other live events and done the exact same thing. Jeff Keighley is going to start open carrying and have all live events in the U.S. so that he can state the stand your ground law. Jeff reaches for his hip at the mention of Bill Clinton.
I read that today at work and I lost my mind.
Ah, man, that is fucking funny. Whoever wrote that. Oh, yeah, it was me. I genuinely hated this moment. I was sad that I couldn't watch it live so I could be really angry while I was eating lunch. But as soon as Tanner said in the chat, like, somebody fucking stormed the stage, I was like, what?
I just can't believe it happened again.
It happened again in less than a year to Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I know we're like laughing about it. It's
extremely frustrating and like disrespectful to everyone.
But also, like, that guy could have just had like a knife or a gun.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you do have to think about that as like, you know, especially after what happened at the Game Awards. How have you not increased your security enough where a fucking random person in the crowd can't just storm the stage? And it's like one dude. It's not like it was like 40 guys rushing the stage. It's one person.
Yeah, like, there's time to stop these people because there's like a good amount of distance from the crowd to the stage.
Yeah.
There's no security. They need to have security men sitting in those front seats. Not all the seats, but just have at least a few.
Yeah.
It's like, I saw a bunch of tweets about how video game developers need to feel safe as well. And I agree with that extremely well, because in the live stream after that, Todd Howard does come out to talk about Starfield, and he looks a little shaken. To be fair,
Yeah.
Todd is a tiny man, and I would be scared too if I was that small.
Yeah. No,
But
but
really
like,
though, it could have, like Tanner said, it could have been way worse, especially in America. Lucky it was
Yeah.
just an annoying little shit.
yeah, no, definitely could have been 1,000 times worse. So I don't know. Maybe he'll have better security at this year's Game Awards. I don't know.
I hope so, because I just know if it happens again, Jeff Keighley will strangle that person on stage.
Live on stage, yeah.
Because he was visually pissed
Oh yeah,
at both of them, but this one, you could tell, like, he was
yeah,
so fucking mad.
yep.
But yeah, that's some news for you. That's what we're gonna hit you with this month. Because man, that's all we got.
Please don't like it. No, I was trying to think before we started signing off here what we would have next. But I guess we kind of covered it at the beginning of the show.
Yes.
Well, are you ready?
Yeah, plug it.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this edition of the Backlog Boys. As always, to keep up with everything Backlog Boys related, go follow Backlog Boys Pod on Twitter. That's BACKLOGBOYZPOD on Twitter. But to keep up with the network as a whole, go follow at AYCH Podcast on Twitter. That's AYCH Podcast on Twitter. On Blue Sky, go follow that as well. Instagram, AYCH Podcast. Again, right now I'm doing Tuesdays with Tanner on Twitch, twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. I will be live for every Tuesday and for all eternity. So every Tuesday from like 7 to 9, 9:30, 10-ish, I'll be live playing some video games. So come hop in on that. And we'll be doing some other streams, not necessarily on Tuesdays, but you know, that is. Oh, I guess we should say that next Friday, Colt Wenzel and I are planning on streaming Payday 3. Hopefully that goes okay. But we will be streaming Payday 3. I believe that day is September 22nd. So come join us for that. Again, that's twitch.tv/allyoucanhear. Go check us out on YouTube, where, you know, I've put up a couple of first impressions. They weren't live streamed, they're just videos. Crop Rotation, Big Boy Boxing are two of the recent ones. By the time you're listening to this, the first Tuesday with Tanner will be up with some Starfield gameplay. The second, usually I'm going to try with the Tuesdays with Tanners for them be streamed on Tuesdays. They go live on YouTube on Thursdays. So that's going to kind of be the schedule we're looking at. God, I'm trying to think anything. AYCH Podcast on TikTok, AYCH Podcast on Instagram. And yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at Tanner1495.
Yippee. My name's Colt. Follow me on Twitter at ColtD00 and on Blue Sky if you're on there at ColtD99. Yippee!
All right, Colt, any last words before we go? Actually,
I'm about
Colt, well, sing us a little ballad.
I'm about to go play Starfield today until 2 a.m. and then I'm gonna go to bed. Yay!